Hey there guys, I'm the Royal Gorilla and welcome to Planet Coaster. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 parks made by the community. I've got these all from the Steam Workshop and I've ranked them based on how popular they are basically. So let's get started with number 5. So this is our number 5 spot. This is the Blue Fire Mega Coaster by Cedolini or something like that. Basically this is kind of not an entire park even though it's in the park section. It's a single ride, but that single ride is massive. This is a lot of work has gone into this, so it can kind of class as a park. That's kind of breaking my own rule already, but you know, it was in the park section of the Steam Workshop, so I thought, why not? So, this is the Blue Fire Mega Coaster. It is definitely blue, and it is definitely mega. So I guess first up, it's probably best to go and have a look at, well, the ride itself. So these are the queues. Are there 2 different paths? I didn't know you could do this in the game. Is that like a priority path or something? I have no idea. So where does it actually start? I'm in a rock right now. So it goes inside this building, I believe? Ah, looks like it actually does. So I'm doing this in a really, really bad way. Okay, so here we go. The coaster comes through here, which is actually kind of freaking out. Shouldn't be paying attention to that kind of thing. Planet Coaster. Is this this is a walking area, it looks like. It's very cool. There's a little shop over there. Where does this carry on to go to? So we come through here, then we're going to go out. Oh, there's a cave under the ground. That's really cool. We're going to come out, and this is a really, really big queue. I wouldn't like to wait in this. Oh, and there goes the coaster. That was really, really cool. So we'll just carry on following this. I need to find our way, alright, to the entrance of the ride. Or where are you? You should be down here somewhere. No, this is going on forever. Right, I'm going to cheat. Let's zoom right out so we can see the whole thing. That is one good looking roller coaster. This is actually really, really big. Okay, so inside this building is where the actual entrance is, where you get on the ride. And it's kind of, I can't really work out what the theme is. It sort of looks like Texas-y type area, I guess. Oh, it's pirates. Is it pirates? No, that's not a pirate, and you're also facing a funny direction, mate. Oh, look at this place. It's so cool. There's so much detail just gone into this kind of thing. That's very, very nice. Oh, they've just got launched, so they're going to go straight up here. This is like the first major bit of the roller coaster. Around they come, down they go. This looks actually really, really nice ride. It's not too intense either. Ah, and then I see the next bit, which is like flips everywhere. So that's the coaster itself. It's very nicely made. There's a lot of detail gone into this. Even though it is only one ride, there's all of this extra bit. So this is actually what's hiding all of that stuff inside, all of the entrance and the detailing. So it's actually done really, really well. Even though it's not, say, an entire park, this is under the park section in the Steam Workshop. Yeah, there's number 5. Let's move on. This next park doesn't really need an introduction. It's very clearly Hogwarts. This is the Hogwarts Park by Mott Games or MOT Games. And at night, this thing looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Let's have a quick look around. So the park entrance is just over here. A lot of people use that exact same park entrance. That's very unusual. And then we come into what looks like, I'm not too familiar with Harry Potter, but I thought this looked like Hogsmeade or something like that. I don't know what you really call it. So coming down this main street, you can see Hogwarts straight ahead. Maybe this is just part of Hogwarts. I don't really know. It's very Harry Potter-y, all the different kind of shaped buildings and everything being a bit wonky. It looks very, very nice. So there is the main castle itself. There's going to be a few bits that you'll be able to recognise from here. Like, I'm pretty sure, spoilers, this is the little boathouse where Snape dies. Snape? That's his name, isn't it? I think so. But the thing is about the Hogwarts castle is it changes between films. So very often, the castle is never the same twice. So being able to design one like this has probably got quite a lot of guesswork involved. There are a few things that are very obviously from the movies, such as the bridge here, which I believe Neville and Ron destroy in one of the last movies. I can't remember which one. And then, of course, like the main courtyard. That is a very important bit. I don't know if there's actually anything inside these buildings. It'd be nice if they'd maybe put like a Great Hall or whatever you call it. But yeah, there's kind of stuff inside here. Actually, no, I'm still outside. I don't know where I'd look for the Great Hall. Okay, it seems like all of the inside of these are empty. It's a very kind of outside visual park, which is fine, really, because it looks really, really good. We'll go and have a quick look down in the town in just 1 second. I noticed that just over here, there's a Quidditch stadium, and it's on fire. Yeah, that makes sense for Quidditch, doesn't it? Also, just beside the Quidditch is, I believe, Hagrid's hut. That looks very, very cool. Shame there's no Buckbeak down here. Right, last but not least, let's have a quick look in this town again. We look down the main road, but there is this other little street. I'm not really going to recognise anywhere. It's actually got some rides in it as well. I didn't expect that. Just see that one going over there on the right. And yeah, I don't really know too much about like this town and stuff. I did notice there's actually another little building tucked off on the side. I know exactly what that is. That's the coolest thing. That's Diagon Alley, the bank. The bank that's in Universal Studios, or is it Disneyland? I don't know, but that looks really freaking cool. That's done really well. Yeah, I did mention there's one other thing, and I noticed this. I think it might be Privet Drive. Is that what it's called? There are a few signs here. Let's have a quick look. What does it say? Coming soon. Ah, so perhaps they're making the little bit of London or wherever it's set. It's London, isn't it? I have no idea. So there you go. That was the Hogwarts Park. Let's move on. So this park is Mjölnir, and it's by Silverette, who is actually a pretty kind of well-known builder in the Planet Coaster world. Why on earth did I just shoot so fast? Very strange. Anyway, this is Mjölnir, and it's very similar to the number 5 slot, where it's kind of a park based around one ride. So it's in the park section of the Steam Workshop, although it's not like an entire park, it's just one area that's been done phenomenally well. And you will see just how good Silver is at kind of just making parks. He has a real talent for this game. So here's the actual main entrance to Mjölnir. Hopefully it won't be such a long queue as the first one we looked at. It doesn't look like it's going to be, yeah. There's a lot of people queuing for this thing. And to right. So this is where they get on. And it's kind of, I don't really know what the theme is. It's got if it's called Mjölnir, it's probably like Norse. So kind of ruggedy. And yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Ooh, the ride's going up here. This is where they start, is it? Is it a kind of, it is a wooden roller coaster, isn't it? So I doubt there's anything too crazy going on. That's quite a nice little turn. And then it looks like they're going to... Oh, that is a big drop. I didn't see that coming. It's a very nice looking ride. And I've never actually really seen some of these bits. Is this just kind of standard Planet Coaster stuff? It must be. No, this doesn't look like a wooden roller coaster. This is some other one. I've never really run into this one before, but it looks very, very cool. This ride is themed beautifully, and the landscape... Well, just look at that landscape. It's amazing how much the landscape can make a map like this. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Love this. Mjölnir by Silverette. Now, as a general rule for making this video, I wanted to keep these maps kind of fresh, so I didn't want to look at them before I'd done any of this, which is also why I'm commentating it live, which I don't normally do with top 5 videos, but I have to admit I have seen this one before, so I know just how bloody awesome it is. This is Storyland. Storyland, that is correct. Yes, Storyland by Dennis V, or Dennis 5, depending on what he wants to be called. This is a absolutely brilliant medieval themed map. The castle in the middle is absolutely like phenomenally built. The amount of detail in it is staggering, to be honest. And there's also so much more in this, like mushrooms and giant tree castle thing. That's not even half of it. We need to have a look around this really quick, because I could look at this for absolutely hours. There's so much in this map that you could get distracted with. So this is the main castle, and my god, it's got more kind of, what do you call them, steeples, towers than the Disney castle, which is hard to beat, but yeah. Oh, that was a very close tower. Didn't expect that to be there. In the background there, you can see a very different type of castle. This is kind of like an angel castle, judging by the giant angel. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Very kind of different design. There's still lots and lots of towers. He loves his pointy roofs. Just look how pointy that is. There's so many points on here. You wouldn't want to go parachuting around this area. This has got a very different aesthetic, but it's kind of similar in style. Just like the colours are different, and it just feels a bit more open and clean. And of course, giant freaking angel. What did they use for the eyes? They used lights. Makes sense, really, doesn't it? What else have we got? Oh, hang on. I know how to do this. Of course, we have a beautiful angel castle. But what does every angel castle need? The evil castle. Dun, dun, dun. This is the exact opposite of the angel castle, basically. Fire everywhere, all very dark colours. All the ground around it is pretty much just dead and barren. And there's a dragon. I never knew there was a dragon here. Hello, mate. You have a blue face. I wouldn't have decided on the blue face, really. That makes you look kind of cute rather than scary. There is a very, very cool skull giant thing up here. Very Lord of the Rings, that. That looks very nice indeed. So, there's the main castle, the angel castle, and the evil demon scary castle. We also have Mushroom Kingdom. Now, interestingly, these mushrooms have actually been done using the terrain tool, which is no easy feat, because trying to get something that kind of perfect, then 3 of them together, yeah, that must have taken quite a bit of time to get right, but it looks very, very cool. And talking of terrain tools being used for things that are, well, rather cool and unique. Look at this freaking tree. This is all done with terrain. Like, I know, it kind of looks like wood, especially at night now. So it actually does work. I guess these must be, like, trees grouped up or bushes or something like that. But, yeah, there's just a castle in a giant tree. And it looks absolutely freaking awesome. Anything else? There's a few little bits over here. There's another kind of shabby building here. That's quite cool. Any little secrets? There's a cave here. Hello. Just another one of them weird, spooky caves that lead nowhere. Anything else we've missed? Ah, it looks like there's a little knight guy here fighting a kraken. Mate, I don't think you're going to do very well against that, especially in your little boat. Anyway, that is Storyland, and I already spent too long on this one. We should move on to number 1, but it's going to be very hard to beat this, so let's have a look. Okay then guys, welcome to the highest rated park on the Steam Workshop. This is SUZAKU by Silverate once again. And this has to be exceptional to beat that last map. So let's jump on in and have a look. Coming in through the entrance, we come into one massive square, which is really nicely done already. I have no idea how you do stuff like this. It's a shame it kind of freaks out a bit, but we won't bring attention to that because it does look really nice. This square is really well done. I thought there'd be a few shops around here, actually. Yeah, if I had this, I would have little shops around here, unless that's kind of what the next area is going to be. A couple of guards there, waiting for us to come through. Castle at the end, very Disneyland-esque that. Especially this main street. Ah, yeah, here we go. We have some shops down here. So this is actually... I wonder if this is kind of based on Disney or something kind of similar, because this kind of main street with a castle at the end, that is a very Disney World, Disneyland, whatever you want to say. So coming out of that little main strip, we have this area, which is more what I was expecting from this map, actually. This has got a very kind of Japanese, Chinese, I don't know the difference. It's not racist, is it? No, it's architecture. Whichever theme this is that. That totally makes sense. This is also the only ride here, so it's very similar to the last Mjölnir we looked at, where there's only one ride, but this is a far more fleshed out park with lots of detail over there. Not so much over there, but yeah, there's also a castle here. Let's have a quick look at this castle. So when I say let's look at the castle, I actually mean let's find out that he cheated it and didn't make half of it. I guess it doesn't really matter since you only ever see it from one angle, but you know, if you wanted to actually expand this yourself, you're going to have to rebuild the back of that, especially if you want people to go around it or something like that. Anyway, let's have a look at this main ride then. I have no idea where the entrance starts. Anyone have any ideas? Oh, there's another little ride there. There you go. This can actually count as a park, considering there's 2 rides in it. I guess the entrance would have to probably be over here somewhere. And that's the actual exit. So this is where you get on. Oh, it's a hanging ride. Didn't expect that. So where do people get on? Oh, they get on over here. So the pathway goes through this building, which is very disappointingly empty, and it goes through the world. How is this the top rated park? The last park was so much better. There is nothing in here. What on earth is going on here? People, you have rated bad parks. This should have been like 3rd. I know it's very nicely made, but I'm getting irate about my own list. I do not agree that this should be number 1. How bad is that? Anyway, it's very nicely made out here. The amount of detail he's put into making all of these roofs and that kind of thing, I can see why people have voted it so high, but when you look a bit closer, there's lots of little things wrong with it, which that last park, the last park just blows me away. The number 2 park, the Storyland. This one it's very nice and all, but it's no, it doesn't tend to blow me away, which is a shame. It's very nice. I don't mean to slag on the creator or anything. I could never make anything like this. I'm just observing that I preferred Park 2, so my own list is invalid. Great, on that beautiful piece of news, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Also let me know if you want me to do more of these videos. To be fair, the amount of people that watch it will dictate that anyway. Anyway, I've been TheRoyalGorilla, over and out.
His name is Luke and he's more than your average gamer. No ordinary let's player. Know about Easter eggs much better. Da 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 da. His name is Luke, aka TheRoyalGorilla. Even bigger than the giant Godzilla. Follow him in every game he goes. Da da da.